Hi everyone, what I'm bringing you today is your HaSS assignment. So we have been learning about federation and Australia becoming a nation, and so it is time for our assessment task. This task is going to be due on the 28th of April, so it is day 1 of term 2. So you have 3 weeks to complete it in the holidays. So what we have here is a grid. There are 6 options. You choose one. You only need to choose one. I'm going to explain what each of them is in this video, and then after I have explained it, you are going to choose one and you are going to complete that. Right, let's get to it. We have who am I? So the who am I involves looking at key figures in Australia's federation. So you choose one person, and you create a poster with at least 10 facts about that person. The facts need to be written in full sentences. We are not going to be writing 1 or 2 word answers. If you're going to tell me when they are born, you need to tell me when and where they were born in a full sentence, okay? For example, if I was talking about Sir Edmund Barton, I wouldn't just say that he is a Prime Minister. I would say that he was the first Prime Minister of Australia, and I would say that I would put it in a sentence and I'd say, Sir Edmund Barton was Australia's first Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of Australia is the leader of the Australian government. Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit more explanation. Remember, we are in year 5 and 6, so we can give that bit more of information. So you choose one key figure and you give 10 facts and you create it as a nice poster. You can maybe include a picture of them, and you can create that one yourself. For help with this one, you might want to look at the famous Federators video. Our next one is going to be creating a mind map. So a mind map is a diagram used to visually organize information. So it shows the relationship between the information. So you're going to create a poster showing everything that you know about federation. And the middle idea that you will have is federation. And your sub-ideas could potentially be your lessons. It is up to you. It is you basically doing a brain dump onto a piece of paper, but somehow having them all connected. If you choose to do this one, you need to have at least 30, you need to have 30 pieces of information on your poster. Now, because we haven't really used a lot of mind maps, here is an example of what a mind map could look like. So we have our key information here in the middle. Let me just draw it. We have our key information here in the middle and everything that we think about it coming off. So here are some ways to make it a bit more exciting. They've used pictures, they've used a couple of words. It's not a whole heap of writing. It might be just small ideas that we put on there, okay? So we're not going to be writing in full sentences for a mind map. It's going to be key ideas. So you might have famous people and just write their names down. You might have colonies and write the colonies down, okay? So you're spreading it out yourself. And then once we finish with that, we are going to just get rid of this here. And we are going to look at the next one, and the next one is looking at how and why. And so you're going to create a poster explaining why and how Australia became a nation. So you're going to have 2 sections. One section will be talking about how Australia became a nation. So what did each colony have to do? Who was involved? What were some events that led to the Australia becoming a nation? So that's one section. And then your next section would be looking at why. So what were the positives for Australia to become a nation? Why wouldn't the colonies stay together? What were the negatives? So you can use the Australia Moves to Federate video to help you out with this one, but it's a big poster and it's going to be explaining how Australia became a nation and why. Again, you would be writing in full sentences for this, and it would be 3 or 4 paragraphs all up for why and how Australia became a nation. Of course, you may include photos and everything like that, or pictures on your poster to bring make it more engaging. Our next one that we could choose is read all about it. So your task is to design the front page of an 1899 newspaper and encourage people to vote yes in the upcoming referendum for federation. So you create a newspaper article to convince people to vote yes in the referendum. You use your persuasive writing skills to convince your reader to vote yes. Remember, the task that we did in this lesson is that you've already come up with your 3 reasons and your 3 examples and explanations as to why you have got why Australia should become a federation. So you've already done the planning for this one if you chose this one. Remember, you're giving your reasons and you need to explain those reasons using examples or facts about those. You can't just say Australia should become a federation because it will join the colonies together. That's not convincing to the reader, and you need to pretend that the reader is someone that is going to be voting for in the upcoming referendum. So you need to create it to look like a newspaper. This is here, it looks like a template. So you could put your title up the top. In this area here, you might have a picture, and then you would have your writing on these lines here, and you would have 3 reasons with 3 strong examples and explanations, and you would have your introduction and conclusion. Remember to use your format of persuasive writing, similar to what we did earlier about the homework. Okay. And then the next one, if it works, give me a moment, we're having technical difficulty. Here we go. And our next one we are going to have is looking at our Australian brochure. So your brochure, you're creating a brochure to advertise what has been happening in Australia. So create a brochure. It needs to have when Australia was federated, what federation was, 3 reasons Australia federated. It needs to have a timeline going from 1788 to 1901, so from colonisation to federation. We did this in our book. You only need to have your 10 most important dates. So you choose which ones you put on there, but you only need to have 10. And then you need to have a famous person from the federation and have at least 3 facts about them. So to help you with this one, you would watch Australia Moves to Federate video and the timeline in your HaSS book. So you're creating a brochure that advertises Australia and its history. And then your last one that you could choose is what happened. So you could choose an event that from the lead up to federation and create a poster to advertise how this led to federation. So choose an event and create a poster. Your poster must include when was the event, what happened, who was involved, what happened after the event, and how did this lead to the Australia's federation. Again, you're writing in full sentences. We are explaining it. You are not just going to say when was the event and put a date. No, you would write that into a sentence. Your events that you can choose from: Castle Hill Uprising, the Rum Rebellion, the Ribbon Gang Outbreak, the Eureka Stockade. They will help you choose that one. You can watch Problems in the Colonies to help you with this. And an overview of what we need to do for your assignment. So it is due on Tuesday, the 28th of April, day 1 of term 2. You have 3 weeks. You need to email a photo of your assignment to myself, Ms. Fennell, at hannah.fennell, there is 2 L's and 2 N's, at playfordcollege.sa.edu.au. All the information you need has been in your lessons, but you can do further research if you want. All work must be done within your own words, and I expect high quality work. You have 3 weeks to complete this. I expect year 5 and year 6 level of work for this. Okay, so if you have any questions, please send them through on Class Dojo, or please send them through via email and I can answer any questions for you. This is your task for the next 3 weeks of your holidays. Please let me know if you do have questions and I can definitely help you along the way. And I will be uploading videos onto how to upload it as into your emails and instructions like that. I will upload that closer to the due date for you. Okay, thank you. Enjoy.